Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Shart's got it, left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll run with Etienne. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. Brings up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
56, boys, 56. Check 56. I got you.
Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Mike Purcell breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now Locke. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Two, Locke's going to throw, and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make...
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's Locke to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Draymond Jones. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 2nd and 20.
56. Mike, 56.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Hey, Delta.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all
Get it. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Second and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Smoke. 45's the Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better.
Lawrence on third down. Being chased out left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Block off of play action. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd down, Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by one more. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, Mike 7. 56, Mike 56 right there.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And this one's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, watch this, watch this. He's grabbing it. He's checking.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go play action with Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Zeus. Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, we got to get this stuff.
Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returning it, here's Hamler. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Locke's throw there, complete to Hamler. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And K.J. Hamler really started to come on strong late in his rookie year. 2nd-round pick out of Penn State in 2020. Shifty, excellent speed, and good hands that he exhibited right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Block now to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
And the Broncos expected big things out of Jerry Jeudy, their #1 pick in 2020. But he really had to make a jump with the injury to Cortland Sutton. Almost 900 yards last year. A nice grab there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Locke again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Locke. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this 1st half.
Next to the score, Broncos 44, Jaguars nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the 2nd half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, the 1st half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here's 2nd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. This pass caught by Hamler. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Hey, we got tight left, tight ends left. Hey, we got 3 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused.
Mike 2. Rabbit. To the mic.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Etienne once more. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. Shedding through the defense. Pushes him over. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The 2nd running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
45, Mike, 45.
Lawrence will throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Lawrence going to throw again. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
I got you. Man, I got you. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They run it again with Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
I'm coming after you.
Mike 2, Mike 2.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Hey,
Lock now on first down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Hey, let's get that ball, P. Let's get that ball.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On first down, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable foot. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Sisco. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
60 outlaw. Go, Jackrabbit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Rip left.
Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A lot going to throw it here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Locke going to throw. Able to get away. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Shark hauls it in. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Now Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Go, go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
On play action, Locke. Flushed out right. And now here's another interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover. And it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.